guys. So if you've seen my last video, you've seen that I was using the food dehydrator to dry out some of my fire cider. But and then I was telling you about I don't use the food dehydrator that much because that's the way I was saving on things that I didn't use, like green onions and stuff. I would just dry them out so I wouldn't have to toss them and not use them, and they would go bad in my fridge. So another thing that I started doing, I learned from a friend, is to freeze it. And so like I have leftover onions that I don't use. I don't want to chunk them and throw them out. I don't want to be wasteful, which I was spending a lot of money on these good foods, and I was just throwing them away because I didn't eat them. So what I do now is I take these little rubber silicone type things, and I will fill it up with the leftover things I have. These are onions, chopped up onions, and then I fill it up with water. You can fill it up with oil, and I just put them in these little baggies and chuck it in the fridge, and it stays good. And then when I need to make something, or if I'm making a soup or just anything, throw it in your pan, throw it in your Instapot. It's gonna all the water is gonna cook off anyways, and then it'll be your onion. We do this with onion, garlic. I've done it with celery. What else? Just pretty much anything. And a lot of times too, so if you don't do this and you still don't want to be wasteful, maybe you don't have the silicone things, just keep your leftover bits and pieces, and you can use them for your bone broth. So I have a big bag of like leftover scraps that I learned from the same friend. She's super knowledgeable. And she saves all her bits and scraps, like the ends of your carrots, the ends of your celery, which you can regrow celery, so if you wanted to plant it, you could. She saves all those things and she puts them in her bone broth. I'm gonna need another bag. So, you just seen all my junk right there, sorry about that. Got a lot of stuff I need to take upstairs. We just did a show for my shimmer shop. I have a jewelry making shop, and also make essential oil things. And so we went to essential oil rally, and I have a whole bunch of stuff that I took, and we had a little like craft show thing. So that was fun. I just need to pick it all up because I had to go to work and I wasn't able to pick it all up. So let me show you my bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. So there's like onion peel. There's like chives that we didn't use, onions, or the outer portions of the onions. Just save all the goodies, ends of carrots, all that good stuff. And so when you go to make your bone broth, of course, use your bones. Use this. If you want to use fresh carrots and stuff too, that's great, but these still have a bunch of nutrients and minerals and stuff, so all the goodness. So that's a way that you can freeze your goodies. So yeah, so I have frozen garlic, frozen celery, frozen green onion, not green onions, I guess you could, like the purple ones, and then just my regular white onions, and we just put them in there, and then when a recipe calls for something, we just grab them out of here. If we don't have any fresh and we don't want to run to the store to get fresh, they're still fresh in there. So, and I have a couple of different containers. Like I got this little guy from Hobby Lobby, and I got little heart ones, and I got little dinosaur ones, and then of course I have this one that I just showed you. So we can freeze a whole bunch of stuff at once. So I hope that helps you. I hope that encourages you not to waste, because you can reuse all those goodies. Okay, bye guys.